Alright guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. First one in a little bit of a while. Today I am actually going to be talking about the final day of the Premier League, which is tomorrow. And yeah, we're going to be talking about the permutations. Obviously I'll give my predictions for each major game and all that. And obviously if you like this sort of content, whether that be Premier League, football, anything football related, just hit the like button, subscribe to the channel by the way, and hit the notification bell because I will be having a final day live stream of the Premier League. I'll be watching we'll talk about the games in this video, so if you like that, hit subscribe and there should be a notification of whatever it is for the stream tomorrow. And also the playoff finals on tonight actually. Tonight my time zone. I'm wearing sky blue, so maybe I'll go with a Coventry City win on penalties. I'll say that, but I wouldn't mind seeing Luton. Whichever team comes up, they'll go back down, if I'm going to be honest. But it'd be nice to see them in the Premier League. Either team, doesn't matter. Alright, let's get on with the Premier League games, which are happening tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. UK time. It will be at 11:30 my time zone. So let's kick off with obviously there's the big one, the relegation dogfight, but we'll just skim it through the kind of irrelevant games. But there's also a European potential clash as well. First one, Man United Fulham. That one's, I'll say Man United win 2-0. I know they're preparing the players for the FA Cup final, which is next week. So I don't think they'll give it their all, but I still think the quality will shine through. For Manchester United, I'm saying 2-0 Man United. Chelsea up against Newcastle United. I'll also be watching that game in tomorrow's stream alongside one of the relegation games with a few of my friends and all that. I'm going with a Newcastle win. I'll go 3-1. Even if we bring in our weakened squad, I still think based on the season we had, we will beat Chelsea, do the double over Chelsea. But to be honest, I don't really care. My season's done with Newcastle United. We secure top 4, so this is like a dead rubber to me. Leicester City. Oh, actually, I'll skip that. Actually, Arsenal against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Obviously, nothing to play for here. I'm going with a bang. Arsenal 4-0. Simple as that. Nothing really much. Southampton Liverpool once again. Liverpool just missing out on top 4. Southampton already relegated, 20th regardless of what happened. Same thing with Liverpool, not relegated but 5th. I'm going with a Liverpool 4-1 win for Liverpool. And then the final sort of dead rubber is Crystal Palace hosting Nottingham Forest. I'll go with a crazy scoreline. I think there'll be a lot of goals in this game. I'm going with Crystal Palace to win 5-2 against Nottingham Forest, but that's just a crazy prediction. But why not? It's the final day, both teams are on the beach. Just enjoy yourselves. Don't get injured obviously, but just enjoy yourselves. So we'll get on to mainly the 2 European clashes. Brentford hosting Man City. Brentford have a complete outside chance of getting the Conference League spot. At Man City, obviously they'll be probably rotating some of their players, but they still want to be able to keep up the pace and momentum and all that, heading into both the FA Cup final and the Champions League final. So this one I'm actually going with Man City to win narrowly, 2-1 for Manchester City. And then we have Aston Villa taking on Brighton and Hove Albion. If Aston Villa win, that guarantees their spot in the Conference League ahead of Spurs, who we'll talk about later. This one is at Villa Park. I think Aston Villa have done very well at home. They beat Newcastle United, probably our worst game of the season. As a Newcastle fan, I think Aston Villa fans will be up for it. And Brighton, to be honest, they can't finish higher than 6 and they can't finish lower than 6. So I think they'll try to show up a bit, Brighton, but I think Aston Villa will have the pressure and will deliver. I'm going with a 2-0 win for Aston Villa to close out the season and for them to get the Conference League spot. Now, the big games of this weekend on Sunday, tomorrow, is the relegation battle. There's 3 separate games. So we'll first talk about the team with the least chance of staying up, and that's Leeds United. They are hosting Tottenham Hotspur. Leeds United Um, when we played them, Newcastle United, in a 2-all draw, we were terrible in that game. Absolutely disgraceful of a performance that we showed. And Leeds showed a bit of fight in that game. But then the following game against West Ham, it just didn't have the quality to pull through because Leeds had a 1-0 lead away to West Ham. And obviously it didn't mean anything because West Ham beat them 3-1 quite comfortably as well, I think. So I think at the same time, Tottenham, Spurs, I wouldn't say outside shot, but maybe a chance of getting the Europa Conference League spot. But I don't really think any of the fans, I don't know if the players really care. I do think maybe for the Harry Kane moment, who knows? This might be Harry Kane's last game for Tottenham. Who knows? And I think this will be a very, very open game because both teams are very terrible. They're one of the worst. I think both teams are probably one of the worst defenses in the league. You know, so I think it will be very open at the back, and in a way, I think Leeds and I will try to come out on the attack. But I think also the quality of Harry Kane, even Son, Kulusevski, and all that will still kind of shown through. I'm actually going for a topsy-turvy game. I'm going to say this is how the game will turn out. Leeds v Tottenham. I think Tottenham will score first. And the crowd, the Ellen Road, Leeds fans will be a little bit, okay, maybe this is it. Premier League is done. And then maybe Leeds scored 2 goals. 2 goals, Leeds. And then Leeds are winning 2-1 and all that. And then, like, oh my god, we can actually stay up, Leeds United. 2-1, and maybe who knows, there might be a snippet of like 5-10 minutes where Leeds are the one that is surviving. I want some final day relegation drama, if I'm going to be honest. We haven't had this. I know we had it last year, but that wasn't really exciting. It was just 2 teams. This one, 3 teams, and it's all in a way big teams wherever. But then I think Spurs will peg them back again with another 2 goals, and we'll lead 3-2. I think Leeds will get sort of like a consolation goal, but I think by that time the fate has been sealed, and I'm going with a 3-all draw in this game. Leeds, Spurs, 3-all draw. Probably going to be one of the most topsy-turvy games, I would say that. We'll touch on Leicester City against West Ham United. West Ham United looking forward to their Conference League final, which is in like 10 days time, or 11 from now when I'm recording this. And Leicester City are obviously fighting for their lives. To go from Premier League winners, 7 years ago? 7 years ago, Leicester City were Premier League champions 7 years ago. 7 years later, they were FA Cup champions as well, just 2 years ago. Could you imagine? Now, they are probably going to get relegated. So it's a big task. I know Leicester City have performed miracles in terms of surviving. In their first season back in the Premier League in 2014-15, they had one of the best last great escape or whatever from relegation. There could be a chance in this. I think West Ham may be playing a little bit of maybe don't need to, whatever. But I do think that Leicester City will shine through, but will it be enough? I'm actually going with a Leicester 2-0 win with both of their goals coming in each half. One in the first half and one in the second half. And probably they'll just kill the game off. I know they're not good defensively, even though they played well against us against St. James's and into a 0-0 draw. First clean sheet since the World Cup as well. So imagine they go back-to-back clean sheets. So maybe I'll back Leicester for that. So I'm going with a 2-0 Leicester City win, and then it's just hope and pray that Everton v Bournemouth, that Bournemouth do them a job. Everton also at home. Well, actually, all the relegation threatened teams are all at home, so that adds just a little bit of energy to these relegation battle games. Everton, obviously, if they draw, based on my prediction of Leicester winning, that would mean Everton will go down. So Everton need to win. Goodison Park against Bournemouth or on the beach. I think Bournemouth will score first, and that's when the tension rises. But then maybe late in the first half, Everton get a goal, 1-1, and then maybe a last minute or last 10 minutes of the game, there will be a goal, and that goal will be for Everton. I am predicting an Everton 2-1 win, and that means that I am predicting Everton to stay up and Aston Villa to get the Europa Conference League spot. But yeah, that's all of the games and all that. Obviously, I'll be doing a live watch along for the final day of the season. If this fucking helicopter can stop, I don't know why there's a helicopter flying around, not in my room, but outside. I don't know if you can hear it, but I'll try to speak louder over the helicopter noise if there is one. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. A little bit of a final day preview. Maybe I'll do this a little bit more next season if the time is allowing me to do that. And yeah, please do give this video a like and subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell. And when can this fucking helicopter just stop circling around this place? But until then, guys, I'll see you guys on tomorrow for the watch along. And obviously, as I said, for the playoff, Coventry City to win on penalties. I don't mind seeing Luton in the Premier League. I'll see you guys on Sunday for the final day of the Premier League season.